A lot of people consider it the end of an era when Ellen DeGeneres recently announced that her long-running talk show is finally bidding farewell after its 19th season.
This show has been the greatest experience of my life, and I owe it all to you.
For decades, talk shows have become a goldmine for the funniest, craziest, and most cringe-worthy moments of our favorite celebs. And a lot of these moments have gone viral for all the wrong reasons. Time for some unadulterated guilty pleasure as we revisit the 11 most awkward talk show moments. What's up, Factnatics? This is Discovery Amuse, serving up your daily dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. Our top one TV moment quickly went 50 shades of embarrassing when the actress called out the TV host's bluff. So stay tuned for that.
Stesso a tutte, cosa sapanto Shamiro cosa sapanto è stato molto io lo pagavo.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Italian.
Number 11, Joaquin Phoenix on The Late Show. Before Joaquin Phoenix's 2010 mockumentary, I'm Still Here, was finally announced, people mostly thought the award-winning actor was spiraling out of control, appearing to want to retire from acting and gearing up to become a hip-hop star instead.
I got $1 million in the bank account. What do you got? You washing dishes? You standing around washing dishes? You gonna come make fun of me?
So in 2009, when he appeared on The Late Show, Phoenix left both David Letterman and the viewers scratching their heads in utter confusion.
You don't see movies like this much anymore, and I was so gratified to see it. And you were terrific in the film. I really enjoyed your work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He even confirmed that he was quitting acting altogether, although his reasoning was just a lot of mumbling.
Never say never, right? I don't know.
You don't know what?
I don't know if I don't know what'll happen.
But you're not going to act anymore?
No.
Kudos to Mr. Letterman for staying gracious and witty despite Joaquin's bizarre behavior. On his part, the Joker actor wasn't having any of David's jokes, especially the one about not inviting him as a musical guest for the show.
Working on it, you know, it's
You know, that seems unlikely. I'm just kidding.
Phoenix never broke character until the very end, which prompted Letterman to make this comment.
And Joaquin, I'm sorry you couldn't be here tonight.
He's funny, you're funny. He's a funny dude.
A year later, the actor went back to The Late Show and finally revealed that the awkward interview was all part of an act for the Casey Affleck-helmed mockumentary.
But I apologize. I didn't. I hope I didn't offend you in any way.
No. I was not offended.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it was so much fun. It was
Good.
If you thought that was bonkers, watch till number 1 because that interview will make you cringe so hard. Number 10, Jessica Simpson on The Ellen DeGeneres Show.
Hey, Jessica.
Very exciting.
It's very exciting to
I'm not pregnant on your show.
Are you sure you're not pregnant? I heard that
Yes,
you were pregnant.
I am. Oh, gosh. No.
You're not
We
pregnant.
got an IUD. Nothing is going to get in that uterus.
When Jessica Simpson appeared on Ellen's show in 2017, she seemed a little off, like intoxicated off, to the point of oversharing.
And you had a mermaid party for her?
Mermaid party.
Does that mean you actually had people like in mermaid?
Silicone tails.
Really?
Yeah, no. They had manhandlers.
They carry
it's
them?
not called manhandlers.
No, women handlers.
No, they had to be carried if they had to pee.
Right.
Because they can't pee on my children.
Right, but they were
in the pool.
women.
It got so bad that Simpson couldn't even remember how long she'd been married, which led to an even more awkward moment.
7 years now.
7 years. And
Well, coming on 7 years.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, 70. Oh, that's a long time. I don't know if I've ever had a 7-year relationship.
So,
other than with a woman.
It came to a point that Ellen appeared more annoyed than she's letting on. Her increasingly passive-aggressive tone just burns through the TV screen.
you don't have 38 songs.
Yes, I do.
I doubt it.
We'll have to look it up.
Okay, because
And I have to play it for you because I think you'll be impressed.
I would be impressed if you've written 38 songs.
I'm impressed with myself.
Yeah, well, you should be.
Simpson later confessed that she was inebriated during the interview and called it a weak moment.
Lesson learned.
Number 9. Jane Fonda on Megyn Kelly Today. In 2017, Jane Fonda and Robert Redford appeared on Megyn Kelly Today to promote their upcoming Netflix film about, well, aging. Because of this, Kelly thought asking Fonda about her very public cosmetic surgeries was fair play.
But you look amazing. Why did you say, I read that you said you're not proud to admit that you've had work done. Why not?
We really want to talk about that now?
Oh boy, if looks could kill! Unfortunately, Fonda's dagger looks weren't enough to keep Kelly from pushing the envelope.
Well, one of the things people think about when they look at you is how amazing you look.
Well, thanks. Good attitude, good posture, take care of myself. But let me tell you why I love this movie that we did, Our Souls at Night.
After the controversial interview, a verbal war ensued between the two celebrities. Are you hashtag Team Fonda or hashtag Team Kelly?
I wanted her to make it. I did. That's always how everyone learns, is through making mistakes. You know, it's through failure that we grow and learn.
She put her plastic surgery out there. She said she wanted to discuss the plight of older women in America. And honestly, she has no business lecturing anyone on what qualifies as offensive.
Number 8. Jennifer Garner on Late Night with Conan O'Brien. There's a lot of things you can call out Conan O'Brien for, but apparently not for his vocabulary. Alias actress Jennifer Garner learned this the hard way during her 2003 interview with the talk show host.
Yeah. But there's a time when you snuck into the room to see what the...
I sneaked into the room. Snuck isn't a word, Conan, and you went to Harvard and you should know that.
For a moment there, the Harvard-educated host doubted himself.
You should know I went to the Harvard driving school, by the way. They didn't teach me much there, but I can parallel park.
But after the break, Conan came back with a vengeance and schooled Garner with a dictionary he snuck in under the table.
I keep a dictionary down here and I just found it. Just want to look at... Oh, what the hell? Look right here. Snuck, past and past part of sneak.
Now that's an epic comeback if I ever saw one. Number 7, Kelly Osbourne on The View. Sometimes, even though we have the best intentions, the wrong words just slip off our tongue. Just like what happened with Kelly Osbourne in 2015. While discussing Trump's racist remarks against Latinos, Osbourne had this to say in quote-unquote defense of the Latin community.
If you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm saying
there's more jobs to be
in LA, they always,
but they don't. Are not only the only people.
I didn't mean it like that.
Missing the mark doesn't even begin to describe that awful brain fart, but thankfully, Osbourne saw the error of her ways and apologized immediately for her poor choice of words. Number 6. Andy Dick and Ivanka Trump on Jimmy Kimmel Live. In 2017, comedian Andy Dick was charged with sexual harassment and misconduct, which happened on the set of the independent film Raising Buchanan. This opened a Pandora's box of his numerous misconducts in the past, including this groping incident during his appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live back in 2007, where Ivanka Trump was also a guest.
You don't play up the glitter on your legs.
Oh, you don't.
Andy, don't touch Ivanka.
Kimmel was even forced to get off his seat to stop Andy from acting like his surname. Get it?
Andy, please don't. Donald Trump will kill both of us.
Number 5, Nicole Kidman on The Tonight Show. This particular episode of The Tonight Show in 2015 might have been Jimmy Fallon's most embarrassing yet most endearing TV moment. Imagine blowing a chance to date Hollywood royalty Nicole Kidman. Try not to giggle at this awkwardly cute banter.
I just remember I liked you, and he was like, not now.
I'm married now. But he was like, oh, well, you can meet. I mean, I don't. What? Not that way.
Imagine Nicole freaking Kidman admitting she once had a crush on you, but at that moment, you were totally clueless. Apparently, a mutual friend set them up to meet at Fallon's apartment, with the TV host not knowing Kidman was crushing hard on him already.
Wait, what?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Yes.
Did I date Nicole Kidman?
Sure.
Too bad. He was too busy pretending like everything's cool and all that, and like it was no big deal. You know, it's just Nicole Kidman, award-winning actress, hanging out at his apartment.
And so after about an hour and a half, I thought, he has no interest. This is so embarrassing.
Had no
and I
clue
kind
at
of
all.
left and went, okay, no chemistry. And then I was like, maybe he's gay.
I feel you, man. I feel you. If it were me, I'd wish the earth would swallow me whole, too.
Take care.
Number 4, Patti LaBelle on The Tyra Banks Show. Grammy-winning soul diva and cookbook author Patti LaBelle showed hungry girl Lisa Lillian who's the boss when they both appeared on The Tyra Banks Show in 2010. The segment had Lillian explaining her cupcakes, but served LaBelle some shade.
This has paper on it.
Yeah, you can't eat the paper.
Nope.
Now, these are
But
made
you can
with...
touch them with your hands.
Oh, you didn't just do that, Miss Hungry Girl. Patty's eyes clearly show she's not impressed.
What makes you think I could eat the paper, boo?
Eat the paper. No paper. Paper bad, cake good.
Okay, next.
You're the one that wanted to eat the paper.
Wait, what is Lillian even talking about? Why would anyone want to eat paper? Let her eat cake, Patti.
I just made sure my hands were clean, and when I said to the audience, this is paper,
yes,
I meant that I'm not touching the actual cupcake, boo.
Oh, I see.
Number 3, Madonna on The Late Show. Madonna's appearance on David Letterman's show in 1994 was the most censored episode in talk show history, and perhaps, as expected, it also gave Letterman one of his highest ratings ever. Madonna giving Letterman her underwear right at the start of the show certainly set the mood for their extremely flirty convo.
What brings you... Wait a minute, aren't you going to smell them? I gave them to you for a reason.
Let's see what I'm doing at my house right now.
No.
I'll take care of that later. It's a lovely...
Come on.
Well, it ain't the queen of pop if she isn't inviting a bit of controversy.
But you like basketball a great deal. Where's your interest in basketball?
That microphone is really long.
The interview really didn't go anywhere, and we didn't learn anything new from the Queen of Pop, except maybe for the fact that Madonna apparently does watch Letterman's show.
Listen, all you do is talk about my sex life on your show, so now you don't want to talk about my sex life when I'm on your show.
No, what do you mean? You mean because we refer to you periodically, we make jokes?
Periodically?
Yeah.
You can't get through a show without talking about me or thinking about me.
Madonna said the F word a total of 14 times and even smoked a cigar during the interview. But it was all the double entendres that kept the viewers glued to their screens.
Gentlemanly
The
thing.
closest I'm ever going to get to kissing you.
Oh, well, we could certainly change that, you know, right? If I don't have to wait in line. It's a joke, I'm sorry.
Number 2, Kanye West on Jimmy Kimmel Live. In 2018, when Jimmy Kimmel had the multi-award rapper/fashion designer over at his show, it didn't take long before the conversation turned political. Kanye, after all, is known for voicing his strong opinions. This question, however, threw the rapper for a loop.
I mean, you so famously and so powerfully said George Bush doesn't care about black people. It makes me wonder what makes you think that Donald Trump does, or any people at all. Why don't we take a break? We'll come back, and Kanye West is here.
After the break, Kimmel asked West another question, which he probably regretted right away.
Do you feel like your attitude towards women has changed since having daughters?
Nah, I still look at Pornhub and
Kanye might not have had a lot to say about his support of Trump, but he does have quite some opinions about his porn.
What kind of stuff do you look at? What categories?
Blacked is my favorite category.
You don't have to go into that. I mean, you can if you want. But
I mean, what's the point of being Kanye West if you can't? Let's break down the porn categories.
Before we go to our number one pick, do us a solid and make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest life-changing, boredom-busting content. And of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app's settings. Number 1, Dakota Johnson on The Ellen DeGeneres Show. Not inviting people to your birthday can be quite awkward. Even worse is when the uninvited person calls you out on it. But you know what's even worse than that? When that person who called you out for not inviting them was actually invited to begin with. Confused? Well, that's exactly what happened between 50 Shades star Dakota Johnson and Ellen.
How was the party? I wasn't invited.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen. You were invited. Last time I was on the show, last year, you gave me a bunch of about not inviting you, but I didn't even know you wanted to be invited.
And because Ellen is the type who hates being proven wrong, the two went into a she said, she said.
This time you invited me?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How do you know? I don't think so.
Ask everybody. Ask Jonathan, your producer. Who said you were?
I was invited?
Right.
Why didn't I go?
And to make matters worse, when Ellen probed about Dakota's surprise birthday guest, comedian Tig Notaro, here's what the actress had to say.
She's hilarious.
She's my favorite comedian. Other than you. Bye.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
No.
So, which of these moments did you think was the biggest cringe fest? Let us know in the comments section below. Take home any of our exclusive gear by browsing our merch shelf or clicking the link in the video description. And while you're at it, take our quiz to find out how you can earn extra cash online doing what you do best. Awesome, right? Music lovers, you'd want to stick around because coming up, we're counting down the 10 music icons who have never won a Grammy. Till then, stay funny, Factmatics, and see you in the next video.